Morning, everybody. I know I haven't done really much talking or explaining. I don't know that I haven't done any videos on my truck yet, but I had a 2015 Ford Mustang GT Premium 6-speed, all-black car. Had the performance package on it, all that good stuff. And I had been looking for one for a while. Ran across one that was Roush charged from the factory, so it had the 670 horsepower kit on it. Needless to say, kept it for a while. As you can see, this is the road I live on. We love it out here. It's my wife's family's area, so we're renovating a older house out here currently, and this is where we're going to be living for, forever, if I get my way. Enjoy riding, outdoor stuff, riding everything, side-by-sides, motorcycles. We're into all that kind of stuff, and big-time gun guy, so it just makes more sense to live out here. So, to get into what I meant to do, before I started rambling just then, traded the Mustang for a 2021 F150. This is a XLT FX4 crew cab 4-wheel drive. It's pretty loaded. This is Ford's new screen. The truck's gorgeous. I would say the inside of this truck, heated seats, all that good stuff. Digital dual climate control. Center console. It's got really nice black cloth interior in it. I'm going to put some kind of seat covers on them because black cloth will look atrocious. I like leather seats, but if I'm being honest, nobody really likes them. It's kind of like a bragging point, I guess. But anyway, long story short, truck's got 1,500 miles on it. Most of those were put on a trip to the coast when the snowstorm hit. We went down there to get away from the cold, and we didn't have any power, and I haven't driven it much other than that. I'm headed to Ford right now. I hooked a trailer up to it for the first time. Went to pull it and pulled a four-wheeler home. Nothing, everything went exactly as expected. Nothing was wrong. Pulled the trailer fine. Left the trailer hooked to the truck, and the next morning I went to get in the truck, and the key fob wouldn't unlock it. And although I thought that was kind of weird, I didn't expect anything crazy, so I just went and got the other key fob, thinking it either lost communication or maybe the battery was dead. Tried the second key fob, got a red light, one flash of a red light, and then it wouldn't do anything. So that was kind of crazy too. So I went over to the truck. Of course, the doors were locked. So you can pull. Let's see, I'll just stop real quick and show you what's going on with this. These are the new fobs, and they have a key that comes out right here. You mash this button and pull the key out. So that's how you get in the truck if something happens. I pulled the key out and I stuck it in the door, and it would not turn it. Tried the other one, same thing. So I literally could not get into my truck. And I found it convenient when I opened up the Ford Pass app. I tried to unlock it that way, but at this point I figured the battery was dead. And I just so happened to notice there was a big exclamation point in the app. I should have got a screenshot and inserted it in the video, but more or less it gave me a notification inside the app that I had a recall on a trailer brake module software flash. It has something also to do with the heated mirrors. It needs a reflash according to Ford, and it could cause excessive battery drain. So I found that awfully coincidental that I pulled the trailer and left the trailer plugged in overnight, and it ran my battery down, and I just so happened to get a recall at the same time this all happened. I called Ford, got roadside assistance. The truck's brand new. Haven't even had it a month yet. And they said, oh yeah, call roadside assistance. They'll bring it to us. Everything's all good, right? I call them. And I'm about 37 miles from the local Ford dealership, and they said that the cutoff was 35 miles, that they would charge me to come get it. They wanted to charge me, it was like $47 or something like that to come tow it. But that angered me that I had to pay $47 for somebody to come get my brand new truck that I couldn't get into. So I called Ford back, and they were like, well, we'll make it right, and we'll figure it out. And the more I thought about it, they couldn't get into the truck. The keys wouldn't work, so they were going to have to probably put it on a suck truck or something like that and tow it in down a gravel road. And I was like, no, I don't think we're going to do that. So what I did, I unplugged the trailer and I waited a day hoping that the key fob would have enough juice to unlock the truck, and sure enough it did. I guess whatever little bit of drain that module was putting on the battery, it did not continue to do that. Once I unplugged it, and it recouped enough that the battery in the truck had enough to unlock the door. So unlocked the doors, jumped it off, truck did just fine. I did realize this, if you guys have a 2021 F150, I can tell you this, it has an auto shut off idling deal. So if you're not in the truck, I don't know what all the I don't know what all the parameters are as far as what it will and will not do, but I know if you are not in the truck doing something, or I guess with your foot on the brake, the truck will cut itself off after, I'm guessing, somewhere around 15 minutes. So while I thought my truck was running and charging the battery, it actually cut itself off. Anyway, I left the hood popped just in case it happened again. I had to go back to work. So it's been 5 days now, and I come back out. The key fob wouldn't auto start the truck, which I thought was odd, but it unlocked the truck, and I don't know if that's because the battery may have been a little bit low, but the truck did start up fine, so there's no issues there. And I'm driving it right now, so I'm going to take it and drop it off at Ford. They're going to do that reflash. I'm going to have them test the battery because it was drained for so long. I'm afraid it may be weak now. But they said they'd let me know on that. And while they've got it, when I bought the truck, Ford does these reward point things now. And I got 42,000 or some odd points, which equates to like $240. And if somebody's better at math than me, then they could explain that. I don't know how 42,000 turns into 240, so I'm not exactly sure what that's all about. But anyway, I'm going to get a bed liner for less than half of what it would normally cost, so I'm not going to complain about that. But yeah, that's it, guys. I just wanted to do a video on that real quick. I'm going to be working on the Rmax a little bit this weekend. I might change the oil in it. I need to look and see what they call it, break-in period. I don't want to, do it any earlier than I really need to. But I may look at doing that today. I got the garage cleaned out at the house finally, so I'll be able to do that. May change the oil in the KTM. We'll try to knock the Rmax out. I got those block-off plates for it. And I got a switch for the light bar. The light bar's not here yet. But I can go ahead and wire the switch in. That way all I have to do is mount the light bar and run the wire to the pre-wired spot in the front of the Yamaha. Also, that hood clip, which I'll do a separate video on all this. I don't know why I'm rambling about it now, but I'll do a replacement video on those hood clips that we broke accidentally and explain how dainty those things are and that you don't need to break them. But all right, guys, if you guys have any questions about the truck, my company owns a lot of Fords, so I deal with Fords a lot. So if there's anything you're wanting to know longevity wise on these Ford pickups, I can probably answer that for you. We've got a fleet of about 500 of these things. So any questions on the 2021, let me know. This is a 5-liter 10-speed truck. I didn't mention that before, and I'm loving it. It's been idling a lot, but if you can see, it's showing almost 21 miles a gallon. That got up to almost 23 miles a gallon on our trip to the coast. So these trucks do get very good gas mileage. So we'll talk to you guys later.